Hello, my name is Josh Durham, and today I'll be celebrating the three best speakers in the class, specifically Most Improved, the Most Effective Message, and the People's Choice Award. I will also explain why I think that these people should be awarded. Starting out in speech class, everyone seemed very shy. However, we have all grown out of our shells. Everyone did well in this class, but there are a few classmates that stood out in my mind as being exceptional. I believe that the awards I'm about to give are a perfect description of my fellow classmates. To those of you who have received honors and distinctions, I say well done. And to the C students, I say you too can be President of the United States. This quote that George W. Bush makes on awards winning students describes the people in this class perfectly. We have all been together for the past month, and many of us have formed different mindsets on what the meaning of this class is and how it might have changed or improved us. Being able to see the same people every day and watch them grow as a person and as a public speaker has been amazing. Every time someone steps up to give their speech, you can see improvements from confidence to the technicalities, such as various delivery techniques they use, which simply means the type of delivery that a speaker will give, as I learned from the book McGraw-Hill textbook. In a few minutes, you'll see who I deem should be awarded the Most Improved, the Most Effective Message, and the People's Choice Award. These people have always stood out, whether it was the confidence that they brought with them on the first day or through their personal stories that began with their favorite place speech on the second day of class. Since listening and viewing classmates talking about their favorite place, I have seen every single person improve in one way or another. Through the past month, I have been able to see improvements in all of my classmates. However, I award the Most Improved to Cody Smith. During his first speech, he swayed a lot when talking about his past and used filler words a lot during his speeches. His introduction speech really opened my eyes to what it would be like being raised by his grandparents. I can imagine how his grandparents shaped him into the kind of person he is today. To be able to share his young childhood and his passion for hunting and growing up on a ranch is amazing to me. By the time he got to his informative speech, I could tell that he felt stronger by the way he faced the audience. He showed how he cared for other people by explaining how pets can help the health of humans. Finally, in our persuasive speech, I noticed that he did not sway while speaking anymore and looked much more familiar and confident in his material. He was able to look at the audience for most of the time, which showed how relaxed he has become since the class started. He also upgraded his speech outline from a sheet of paper to an iPhone, which shows me that he is acquainted with technology, which can help him in future public speaking events. Now that I've explained who has improved the most, I will share now who the most effective speech was. The person that I award for having the most effective message is Tyler Dodd. I chose her because she always seems professional and well prepared on the day of her speech. Also, she provides plenty of facts and pictures that back up her topic. For example, in her informative speech, she chose to speak about how to train a puppy. She had amazing visual aids, which helped the audience to understand how there are different techniques on how to train a puppy and what the most important technique is. Tyler also used her personal stories, which helped to make her message more effective. She always had effective messages because of her confidence, amazing visual aids, and data that she provided with every speech. Deciding who had the most effective speech and who the People's Choice Award was difficult, and it came to a close tie, but I was able to decide who the People's Choice Award goes to. Finally, the classmate that I awarded the People's Choice Award is Shermay Lopez. She is always prepared and could probably talk about her topic confidently for more than twice the time. From day one, Shermay came to class prepared. In every speech, she was able to stand in front of the audience confidently and without a podium. Being without a podium is challenging, I would say. Throughout the speech 1 to 3, she spoke very strongly and was always very enthusiastic about whatever the subject was. Her informative speech was personally my favorite. The presentation shared how fashion companies obtain their fur and the facts behind the fur trade industry. She makes sure to look at her outline as minimally as possible. The way that she is able to get all of her information across in a timely manner and stay focused on the audience is why she is the People's Choice Award. In the past few minutes, I've been able to award those that I think best deserve it. Although you might have wanted to be awarded, you still did an amazing job and improved throughout the past month. And like George W. Bush said, even C students can be the President of the United States. To sum it all up, Cody, Tyler, and Shermay were able to grab my attention because of the improvement, favoritism, or effectiveness that they showed. They have all showed that you can always make improvements, and that as time goes on, you begin to become more comfortable in your public speaking surroundings. By this time, I have learned many things about each and every one of you. During your speeches, I have learned about your past, what you plan to do in the future, and what you're interested in. Just because you didn't make to the top doesn't mean that you are a top choice for somebody else. Thank you.